Be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for your environment. Be grateful for your family, for your friends, for all that has happened to you in your life. Everything that you have experienced, all the actions that you have taken, are a result of who you are now, who you are today. It is nobody else's fault but yourself. You are the only person that can dictate where your life goes. Nobody else. Enough complaining. Enough sitting around. Get to do the work. There's so much you can do to improve yourself each day. But that little voice in your head is always going to take both sides. It's always going to have a reason of why not doing it is good and why doing it is good or not good. And it's about knowing where we want to be in life. And by that, we know what actions we need to take to get there. I'm sure everybody wants to be a millionaire. I'm sure everybody wants to be happy. I'm sure everybody wants to be filled with joy. What can you do each day to get there? It may be as simple as spending outdoors in nature. It may be as simple as sitting in front of a computer for a couple hours a day doing research. It may be as simple as getting your business cards, going door to door, not just $100, $300. It may be as simple as finding yourself. I don't have these answers for you, as I have found these answers myself. For me, I am not you, and you are not me, and the person sitting next to you is not you. Nobody else is you. What you bring to the table is something that nobody else can offer, because it is a very specific set of skills and a very specific set of personality that nobody else can create, because that is you. And if you're lacking your self-worth, if you don't know where you are in life, then that's up to you to find it. There's no such thing as having no time or being too busy, because you can make it. You can make the time, and you can space things out to fit what really matters in there. And it comes down to always living in accordance with nature. Everything will eventually come to an end, and knowing that we are going to die allows us to connect with something greater, and that's nature. God is love. And so when we choose to love, and when we choose to give off good energy, we receive the energy, because the energy you put out is energy you get back in. And improvement, if you think of what improvement means, it's a consistent effort of trying to be greater. And being greater is being better than the person you were yesterday. Because if you look at who you were yesterday, what could you have done more of? What could you be doing today that could benefit you tomorrow? When you throw that boomerang today for your future self is going to have to catch that. So put in the effort today, do what you need to do, and find those answers within yourself. And that's it. That is it. There's nothing else that I need to say besides you need to spread the love. You need to spread the joy, because by being joyous, you attract joy into your life. And you have to love the process of becoming something greater, becoming something more. Because all of this, we are a part of something so much greater. And knowing that we're all gonna die and that we're only here for a blink of the universe, I wanna experience it all. I wanna do it all. I wanna live the best life I could ever possibly live. When I'm looking back on my deathbed to the life I lived, I want to know that I did everything that I could have possibly done to be what is a good man. My father is an amazing man that I can't even put to words to describe how much I love him and how much I am grateful for him, because he's been such a great role model for me. But it was up to me to find myself. I see such a great person out there that has done the work, that has shown me of what is possible. It is possible for anybody to find themselves. If you're tired, then do it. If you're sad, then do it. It's about doing things today, because nothing's going to get done. Nothing is going to get done if you don't do. You have to do in order for this to happen. And if God is listening, let him use your body as a vessel to create. Speak to God. Speak to a higher power. Speak to whatever is infinitely greater than us. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what you believe in, but by believing in something greater, by praying, by meditating, everything is the same thing in a different form, condensed in a different energy. That's all we are. We are a speck in creation. We are a speck in the universe. That's all we are. What does gossip matter? What does drama matter? Who cares? Because nobody cares about you. Nobody. So stop caring about their opinions, like I said. Care about yourself. Because when you give yourself to everybody else and they don't care, you're throwing yourself out there and you're lowering yourself. You're setting yourself to such a low standard that you don't know who you are. And you may think, yeah, I know who I am. But you don't, because you don't have that peace. You are suffering each day, and it doesn't have to be a physical suffering, but it's all mental. Everything comes down to our perception and how we see onto the world. Because you suffer up here more than you do out here. And that's exactly what the Buddha was trying to preach. That's exactly what Jesus was trying to preach. That's what many of the Hindu scriptures said. That's what Muhammad, the prophet, said. All of them are telling us the same thing, that it is all in the way we see the world. It can be a heaven, it can be hell. It's all where we sit in the odd and the even. If the odd is here and the even is here, how far are we on one side? Where are we? Are we in the middle? Do we have balance? Or are we too far on the odd, where we're seeing everything from an odd perspective? Or are we on the other side and we see everything from a good perspective and we're clueless? There's nothing wrong with being on either side, but it comes down to who you are. And do you have the results to prove for it? Or do you need to find where you are on that scale to be a better person? To be putting in the input to get those results. Because if you don't know where you are, then you're lost. And you're not going anywhere in life. You have to set these goals. You have to believe in something inevitably greater. You have to stop caring about what other people think. You have to believe in you. Because self-belief is the number one thing that you have to have through this journey. Be you. Be yourself. Let God create through your vessel of a body. Do the work. Don't stop. Don't let anything get in the way. As always, this is Colby Robinson, The Brighter Side. Follow your dreams. Don't stop. And let's get to it. Thank you.